So part of why I started this channel was my son and I, we love to play different Xbox games together. And one of the things that we really enjoy doing is trying a lot of the new games on Game Pass, or even just buying new games in general, of course. But one of the biggest downsides to this that we have is I own the Series X and he owns the Series S. The problem with the Series S is, unlike its bigger brother, it only comes with half the storage space, which becomes troublesome when the average game nowadays is hitting close to 80 gigabytes, 100 gigabytes even in some cases, depending on what you're playing. So recently, I was at Best Buy and I picked up the 512 storage expansion pack for it. And this video is basically more or less an overview as to whether I think it's worth getting this for your Xbox Series S or X.
You lose. Perfect.
Just to start this video off, I'm going to go through the unboxing and take this apart. But while I'm doing that, what I did want to go over is that as far as expanding the space on your Xbox Series S or X, you're relatively limited on options. And what I mean by that is you can technically get a third-party portable hard drive or removable hard drive, for example. But the problem with that is if it's not designed specifically for the Series S or the X in the form of a storage card, you're not able to play a lot of those next-gen games on the device. So the downside is you're pretty much stuck with, as I understand, Seagate's version, which to my knowledge is exclusive to Seagate. So in other words, they're the only ones who are allowed to make these expansion cards. Now, I do like the idea of this. And what I mean by that is I like that you just click this in the back of your Xbox and you're good to go. The downside, of course, is because Seagate's the only one making them, you're paying a relatively hefty price to use this piece of technology. Now, as far as the usability goes, I was pretty impressed. I thought maybe I'd have to go through some sort of setup when I plugged it in, but basically you just click it in the back there and it runs in right through your Xbox. So what I mean is you just look right here, you can see what the existing space is or storage on the Xbox as you turn it on, and then you can see that my son has pretty much filled it up. We're at a point now that we have extra space. Now, because it's formatted, you don't get the full amount of the actual storage space because it's optimized for the Xbox. But other than that, it's pretty simple to use. So my thoughts on this device are this. If you already own a Series S or you need more space for your Series X, you're pretty much stuck with this Seagate brand of storage card for your expansion needs. You can use secondary hard drives or portable hard drives. Unfortunately, though, they're not compatible with a lot of the next-gen games that are designed for both of those consoles. Now, if you're in the market for a Series S and you're looking at the space as being a limitation, I would recommend, if you're going to go this route where you're buying the Series S plus you're spending the extra $160 to $300 depending on the storage amount you're going with, you might as well just upgrade to the Series X. Because when you do the quick math, I believe the Series S, when it's not on sale, retails for about $379. You throw in the storage expansion card, even at the 512 gigabyte range, you're looking at pretty much the cost of a Series X, which is 1 terabyte for the same price, and it's a more powerful console. So with those factors in mind, I'm only saying this is worth buying purely because you're stuck. And what I mean by that is, until there's other companies that are allowed to make these, you're stuck with paying this hefty premium. So this is a very hesitant recommendation, and I'm only even giving it a hesitant recommendation because you're stuck with it, and right now some of these devices are on sale. But with that being said, I really do hope in the future Microsoft allows other manufacturers to make different storage cards or expansion kits for these consoles, because this is one of the biggest problems I have with the Series S, which is a console I am quite fond of otherwise.